Salvete omnes. In this video, we will learn about one of the so-called independent uses of the subjunctive, the jussive subjunctive. An independent use of the subjunctive is when a subjunctive is used as the main verb of the sentence in place of an indicative or imperative. The jussive subjunctive predominantly uses the present tense of the subjunctive. It is also closely related to the imperative, and it is also used to give commands, although there is a difference between when you would use an imperative and a jussive, as we shall see shortly. In fact, the term jussive comes from the Latin verb jubeo, the verb to order. Before we discuss the jussive subjunctive, we should first review the imperative. The imperative is a verb mood used to give commands to someone in the second person, so you or you all. The imperative is generally used when someone with more power is giving a command to someone with less power, so a god to a mortal, a parent to a child, or an enslaver to an enslaved individual. Think of it as giving a command in English without saying please or would you mind. Just like the indicative and subjunctive in the present, the imperative has different theme vowels for the different conjugations. To form the singular of the imperative, you just remove the RE from the second principal part of the verb, i.e. the infinitive. For the plural, generally you just add the suffix TE to the singular forms, although note the difference with the third and third IO conjugations. Also note that greetings in Latin are generally in the imperative. So we say salve to one person and salvete to multiple people. There are 4 exceptions to the formation of the imperative in the singular in Latin. My Latin teacher taught me the mnemonic, Dick the duck has got no fur, and that's a fact. So in the singular, the verbs dico, duco, fero, and facio have no final vowel on the imperative. They form normally in the plural. Negative imperatives are formed by using noli for singular and nolite for plural plus an infinitive. So if I wanted to say to someone, do not speak or do not say anything, if I was speaking to one person, I would say noli dicere. But if I was speaking to multiple people, I would say nolite dicere. The jussive subjunctive, like the imperative, is used to give commands. But the jussive is a more polite command or request, such as a command or request between friends. The jussive subjunctive is predominantly formed in the present subjunctive, and unlike the imperative, it can be used for all persons of the verb. In fact, we should consider the term jussive subjunctive our umbrella term, because each person of the verb actually has a different name. There are different names for first person singular and plural, second person singular and plural, and third person singular and plural. The term jussive subjunctive is technically used for the third person singular and plural. First person verbs of command are called hortatory subjunctives, from the Latin verb hortor, to encourage. So with these commands, you're actually encouraging yourself, or yourself and the other people in your group, to do something. Second person verbs of command are called volitive subjunctives, this time from the verb volo, to want or be willing. So with a volitive subjunctive, you're actually asking if someone is willing to do something for you. Negative jussive subjunctives are formed by using the conjunction ne before the subjunctive verb. So if I wanted to politely ask someone not to say something, I would say ne dicas to someone in the singular, and ne dicatis to more than one person. Remember, for these pop-up extras, this is information you do not need to know for class. It's just extra information for those who are curious. Jussive subjunctives, particularly negative jussive subjunctives, sometimes form using the perfect subjunctive. So if I wanted to say to someone, please do not say anything, I would say ne diceris. And if I wanted to say that to more than one person, I would say ne diceritis. If you wanted to talk about something that should have been done in the past, you would use the imperfect subjunctive or occasionally the pluperfect subjunctive. So if I was saying to one person, you should have said that, I would say diceres with the imperfect subjunctive or dixises with the pluperfect subjunctive. We will learn the forms of the other subjunctive tenses in future videos. Jussive subjunctives translate differently depending on the person of the verb. Let's see how this works with the verbal phrase librum legere, to read a book. First person hortatory subjunctives would translate in the singular as let me read the book, and in the plural as let us read the book. This could be used in the context of needing more information to answer a question. Let me get back to you. Let me first read the book. Or of saving someone a task. Don't worry about it. Let me read that. Or of assigning tasks. Let me read the book while other people do other tasks. The second person volative subjunctive is used politely. So rather than simply ordering someone to read a book, as say a teacher may assign reading for a class, read chapters 2 and 3 for tomorrow, you would instead be saying, would you mind reading this? Or you have to read this book, it's incredible. Jussive subjunctives are a way to give a command indirectly to a third person. So for singular and plural, you could actually say, let them read the book. And maybe this would be in the situation of a teacher giving instructions to a sub for when they're out sick tomorrow, or saying that we'll do one thing and let the other people do something else. So in today's video, we reviewed the imperative and how it is formed. We learned that the present subjunctive can be used to give polite commands as the main verb of the sentence. We learned that negative jussive subjunctives are introduced by the conjunction ne. And finally, we learned how the jussive subjunctive translates. You should now do the exercise entitled the Jussive Subjunctive, which can be found in our learning management system. If you have any questions, rewatch the video or reach out to me via email. Valete omnes.